Well, guys, this is very interesting. This article was published on the Weather Network, and it's in regards to a dust plume that's actually flowing in the opposite direction than it should be. And the reason that I find this so interesting is it's actually confirming that the jet stream is crossing the equator and it is now impacting on the weather systems around the world in a way that we have not seen before. Now, according to this article, it goes on to say that NASA satellites captured something weird going on along the west coast of South America, an unusual dense dust plume that flowed offshore opposite to the ways the winds usually blow through that region of the world. And so this is in South America, in a place called the Atacama Desert in northern Chile, and basically the dust plume should be blowing over the country, but it's actually going in the opposite direction and it's blowing over the sea. And so this is just confirming the information regarding the jet stream crossing the equator. Now, I did just want to address, I have actually had a few comments where people were questioning whether this is an unprecedented event. Now, I'm not saying that on a rare occasion we may have seen the jet stream cross the equator. What I'm saying is that it has not been observed at this level. And so I am happy to discuss any information if people can provide the data to actually back their assertions. But when people actually just tell me something and I have to require just believing their statement, then that is not something a researcher normally does. So if people want to provide me with some evidence that is pertaining to the jet stream crossing the equator as it's been observed now, then I am quite happy to discuss this further. But until then, because I cannot find any other data that shows that the jet stream has behaved in this way before, then it remains to me an unprecedented event, and that is how I will report it. So we're seeing that this is now impacting on the weather in other countries. This is in South America, and so we can see that the winds are not behaving as they usually do. And this is exactly what was expected when we did see this event of the jet streams crossing the equator. This is exactly what was actually stated we could expect was going to happen, that this was going to impact on all of the weather systems around the globe in both the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So I will link this article underneath, and I actually do go on to explain the more esoteric side of the information and why these events are all occurring. So if you do want to have a look at that, then that video will be in the description underneath the video for you to check out further. Now, we're also seeing an extinct volcano which appears to be waking up on the outskirts of Rome. Again, we see the experts get it wrong because an extinct volcano isn't supposed to be waking up. But it's okay because the experts are telling us we don't have anything to worry about for 1,000 years. So good luck to people that want to continually put all of their faith in these experts who continually get things wrong and then have to come back and reassess their information. So again, we're seeing more volcanic activity escalating around the globe. This article, again on the Weather Network, actually brings more information in regards to how we are seeing a big escalation in this volcanic activity. In fact, they go on to say that considering that in the 20th century the average number of volcanic eruptions was 35 per year, what we are seeing just this week alone is above last century's average for the entire year. So that just goes to show you how much we are seeing an escalation in volcanic activity, and not only volcanic activity, but earthquake activity, because it is connected. we have to start understanding that all of this is connected, regardless of what these establishment geologists want to tell us. All of this is connected. And it's not only connected on the microcosm, which is on our planet, but in the macrocosm, which is within our solar system as well. This is all related to the solar activity, and also we can even look further beyond that. But again, we have to move our minds out of the little boxes that these experts would like to have them placed in, so that we only actually accept their theories as absolute truth. Myself, I would rather go back to the ancients. I would rather go back to the esoteric information left for us, the sciences that were left for us, because the ancients were preparing us for these times. The information was left because we were to use that knowledge to prepare ourselves for these times, because they knew we existed in a cycle. And so nothing is new under the sun. And so people can either just accept all this information from experts that continue to have to reassess their theories, or they can actually go and look at all of this ancient information, which is confirming itself more and more every day. Well, I will post all of these links underneath, and you guys can check that out for yourselves in more detail. And as always, peace out.